Week 12 NFL action begins on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 24th, with 3 games as the Vikings visit the Lions on CBS in the early game, the Redskins are at the Cowboys on Fox in the afternoon game, while the late game on NBC has the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Indianapolis Colts. The action continues on Sunday, November 27th, with 12 games, including the Sunday Night Football game on NBC as the New England Patriots visit the New York Jets. The Monday Night Football game on ESPN has the Green Bay Packers visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. Taking a look at the odds for these games, the Minnesota Vikings will go to the Detroit Lions on Thursday, November 24th. The Lions are 2.5-point home favorites with the total at 43 points. These teams have split their last 10 games in Detroit, but the Vikings are 6-3-1 against the spread, with 2 of the last 3 games going over the total. The Washington Redskins will go to the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day as well. The Cowboys are 7-point home favorites with the total at 51 points. The Cowboys have won 6 of the past 10 meetings, but they are just 3-7 against the spread. Dallas has won 6 of the last 10 at home in the series, but they are just 2-8 against the spread. Finally, the Pittsburgh Steelers will go to the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers have won 8 of the last 10 in the series, but they are just 5-5 against the spread, with the last 4 going over. Currently, the odds have not been released for this game. Moving on to Sunday, November 27th, the San Diego Chargers will visit the Houston Texans. This game also does not have odds yet. The Chargers have won 4 of the previous 5 meetings in this series, and they are a perfect 5-0 against the spread, with the last 2 games going over the total. The Tennessee Titans will go to the Chicago Bears. The Titans are 3.5-point favorites on the road with the total at 43 points. The Bears have won 5 of the last 9 in this series, but they are just 3-6 against the spread, with 4 of the last 5 going over the total. The Jacksonville Jaguars will go to the Buffalo Bills, who are 7-point home favorites, the total at 45.5 points. These teams have split their last 10 meetings, with Buffalo going 5-5 against the spread, and the last 4 games going over the total. The Cincinnati Bengals will go to the Baltimore Ravens, who are 5-point home favorites with the total at 40.5 points. The Ravens have won 6 of the last 10 at home in this series, but they're just 4-5-1 against the spread. 2 of the last 3 games have gone under the total. The Arizona Cardinals will go to the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are 4-point home favorites with the total at 50 points. The Falcons have won 7 of the last 10 in this series, and they are 6-4 against the spread, with 2 of the last 3 games having gone under the total. The San Francisco 49ers will visit the Miami Dolphins, who are 8-point favorites at home with the total at 45.5 points. The 49ers have won 6 of the last 10 meetings in this series, and they are 7-1 against the spread, with 2 of the last 3 going over the total. The LA Rams will visit the New Orleans Saints, who are 7-point favorites at home with a total at 46 points. The teams have split their last 10 meetings, with the Rams going 6-4 against the spread. The Rams have won 6 of the last 10 in New Orleans. The New York Giants will go to the Cleveland Browns. The Giants will be 7-point favorites on the road, the total at 44.5 points. The Giants have won and covered 3 of the last 4 in this series, with the last 2 games going over the total. The Seattle Seahawks will visit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Seahawks are 5-point favorites on the road with a total at 45 points. The Seahawks have won 6 of the last 10 in this series, but they are just 5-5 against the spread, with the last 2 games going over the total. The Carolina Panthers will visit the Oakland Raiders. There are no odds posted yet for this game either. The Panthers have won and covered 3 of the last 5 meetings, with the last 2 games going under the total. Next up, the Kansas City Chiefs will visit the Denver Broncos, who are 3-point favorites at home, with a low total at 39.5 points. The Broncos have won 8 of the last 10 meetings, and they are 6-4 against the spread. Denver has won 7 of the last 10 at home in this series, but they're just 3-7 against the spread. Finally, the Sunday night game has the New England Patriots going to the New York Jets. The Patriots come in at 8-point road favorites, the total at 46.5 points. The Patriots have won 6 of the last 10 meetings in New York, but they are just 5-5 against the spread, with 5 of the last 6 going over the total. Moving on to Monday, November 28th. The Green Bay Packers will visit the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football. The Eagles are 3.5-point home favorites with the total at 47.5 points. The Eagles have won 6 of the last 10 in this series, and they are 5-5 against the spread, with 6 of the last 7 games going under the total. For our picks and predictions on every NFL and NCAA football game this week, and a wealth of free stats and information, check out bangthebook.com.